Got moved, I guess.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence. Thank you. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
We have some employee recognitions this morning and 5-year incremental anniversaries. And nobody showed, but the first one is Mark Hunsinger. He works at the jail, 15 years of service. We thank him for his service to the county. Jolene Kelly, Children and Youth, 5 years. We thank Jolene for her service and dedication to the county. And Jessica Mattis, 911, for 5 years. So we thank all of these folks for their dedication, and we have certificates here for them that we will present to them later today. Thank you. We have public comment on the agenda and non-agenda items. Stacy?
Could you explain a little bit about motion number 17, the payment to prehab for the sub-agreement?
That was for the small business assistance. That is our third disbursement, I believe. Third, right, guys?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So
And Treehab handles that for us. They vet everybody and do all that late work for us.
Right, so that is, okay. So that's an approval of funds that Treehab has appropriated from,
Us,
from,
inside of the CARES money.
Yeah, the CARES money.
okay.
Yep, two
It
small.
just, it reads a little like as if we're paying Treehab,
Yeah.
and we had said before,
No.
you had said before that they weren't getting payment.
No,
Okay,
they're
I
not
just wanted to
getting-
be clear on that.
No, they're not receiving any payment or administrative costs.
So,
Anything else?
Anything else, anyone?
if I could real quick, I did just come from a United Way meeting, and the 211 website has had a complete overhaul to make it more navigable and easy to use for people, so.
That's great.
That's great.
So,
Yeah, and people should be using the 211 site. It's
Yeah.
got a lot of good information.
And I know our county information is current, and as new services and different things for the community are offered, we make sure we contact them right away. So they have all the current information from us that they need. It's a very good resource to have.
And then, you know, I'm sure you guys have been getting the reports throughout the past,
Monthly.
the monthly reports,
Yep.
and the service has been utilized in the county. It's nice, the breakdowns that we get are
Yep.
pretty informative as to where the need is. So,
I'll make a motion, close public comment.
I'll second that motion.
A motion by Commissioner Hall to close the public comment, second by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor, say aye.
Aye. Motion to approve item 2.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall, seconded by Commissioner Herschel to approve the minutes of the September 23rd Commissioners' meeting. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All abstained because I was absent.
Okay, motion to approve item 3.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to approve item number 3 on the agenda, which is paying the bills, seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion to approve item 4.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to approve the following seminar requests: Samantha Wickheiser of Assessment and Scott Ellsworth Task Force meeting. These are virtual meetings. At this point, we still are in the virtual mode. Seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion to approve item 5.
I'll second that.
A motion by Commissioner Hall to enter into a planned maintenance agreement with BE Equipment, Quakertown, for biannual maintenance on the baler and conveyor at the Susquehanna County Recycling Center. Seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor, say aye.
Aye. Motion to approve item 6.
I will second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to approve entering into a planned maintenance agreement with Thompson & Johnson Equipment Company of Syracuse, New York, again for maintenance on the Toyota forklifts and clamp truck at the Susquehanna County Recycling Center. Total cost $2,296.50. Seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion to approve 7.
I will second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to enter into a memorandum of understanding between the District Attorney's Office and the Elk Lake School District and the Susquehanna County Career and Technology Center for the School Resource Officer Program and Funding, effective for the school year 2020 to 2021. Seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion number 8, I'll make a motion to approve that.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to approve entering into a memorandum of understanding between the District Attorney's Office and the Montrose Area School District. Seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor say aye.
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 Motion to approve item 9.
I will second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to approve entering into a purchase of service agreement for children and youth with Summit School, Inc. in Herman, Pennsylvania for child welfare services as follows, effective July 1st, 2020 through June 30th, 2021. Seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor say aye.
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 Motion to approve item 10.
I will second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to approve an amendment to the Hickory Knob Tower lease dated March 15th, 2018, to add the additional antennas and dishes to the tower at an additional cost of $500 per month in rent. Seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor say aye.
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 Motion to approve 11.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to approve a change order with William H. Lane, Inc. for the construction of a storage building at the new public safety building site in the amount of $340,000 paid with CARES County Relief Funds. Seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor say aye.
Aye. Motion to approve 12.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to approve a change order with William H. Lane, Inc. for the tower relocation, including clearing and road in the amount of $33,000 paid with PEMA funding. Seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor say aye.
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 Motion to approve 13.
I will second that.
Motion
With
by,
the change that's paid for
Yes.
with the CARES County Relief Funds,
Not Act 13.
not Act 13.
okay. Motion by Commissioner Hall to approve a change order with William H. Lane, Inc. for the building site elevation change and additional earthwork in the amount of $54,450 paid with CARES money, not Act 13 funding. Seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor say aye.
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 Motion to approve 14.
I will second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to advertise for public bid on municipal bid for a 2013 Ford bus. And there's the VIN number. Seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor say aye.
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 Motion to approve 15.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to approve entering into a purchase of service agreement for children and youth services with Adelphia Village, Inc. in Latrobe, PA for child welfare services, Schedule F. Seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Sorry, say all.
Motion to approve 16.
I will second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to advertise for public bid for refuse service. Seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion to approve 17.
I will second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to approve the payment of $61,162.85 to Trehab per the sub-agreement for the use of CARES County Relief Funds for small business assistance. Seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor say aye.
Aye. Motion to approve 18.
I will second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to approve entering into a contract with Zito Business, Caldersport, PA for a dedicated symmetrical internet service and fiber transport for the new public safety building. Installation cost of $500 and monthly recurring cost of $975, effective October 14th, 2020 through October 31st, 2025. Seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor say aye.
Aye. Motion to approve 19.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to ratify and acknowledge the transfer of Rebecca Warner from the non-union part-time position of County Detective Substitute School Resource Officer, otherwise known as SRO, to the open non-union full-time position of County Detective School Resource Officer of Office of the District Attorney at a per diem rate of $168 per day, not to exceed $31,248 per year. This is on recommendation of the District Attorney, Marion O'Malley. Seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion to approve 20.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to ratify and acknowledge the transfer of John MacArthur from the non-union part-time position of County Detective Substitute School Resource Officer to the open non-union full-time position of County Detective School Resource Officer. Again, recommendation of the District Attorney, Marion O'Malley. Seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion to approve 21.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to ratify and acknowledge the transfer of Michael how do you say that?
Smithsack.
Snisnak? Sorry, Michael. From the non-union full-time position of County Detective School Resource Officer to the open non-union part-time position of County Detective Substitute School Resource Officer. Again, recommendation of the District Attorney, Marion O'Malley. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion to approve 22.
I will second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to ratify and approve the hiring of Elizabeth Smith of South Montrose to the open part-time union-eligible position of Corrections Officer at $14.96 per hour, varied hours, effective October 5th, 2020, with a 6-month probationary period and benefits according to the jail bargaining unit contract and the county policy manual. Per the recommendation of Warden Mark Shelp. Seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor say aye.
Aye. Motion to approve 23.
I will second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to ratify and approve the termination of William Darrow from the position of full-time recycling technician, effective October 5th, 2020, per the recommendation of Recycling Coordinator Jennifer Hibbard, seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion to approve 24.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to ratify and accept with regret the resignation of Diane Katraki from the position of temporary part-time Assistant Director of Elections and Voter Register, effective October 7th, 2020, per the recommendation of Macy Rudock, Director of Elections, Voter Reg. Seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor say aye.
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 Motion to approve 25.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to ratify and approve the hiring of Zachary Summers, Montrose, to the open part-time union-eligible position of Corrections Officer, $14.96 per hour. Recommendation of Warden Mark Shelp, seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor say aye.
Aye. Motion to approve item 26.
And I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to approve proclamation 2020-25, October 18 to the 24th, 2020, is National Business Women's Week. Seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor say aye.
Aye. Motion to approve item 27.
And I'll second that.
And we have proclamations here that we will sign and get to these people. 27 is the motion by Commissioner Hall to approve proclamation 2020-26. October 24th is World Polio Day in Susquehanna County. Seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor say aye.
Aye. Motion to approve item 28.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to approve resolution 2020-12 to authorize the filing of an application of FFY 2020 Pennsylvania Community Block Development Grant Funds by the Susquehanna County Housing and Redevelopment Authority. Seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor say aye.
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 Motion to approve item 29.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to approve resolution 2020-13 Residential Anti-Displacement and Relocation Assistance Plan. Seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor say aye.
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 Motion to approve item 30.
I'll second that.
You have that.
Just on your,
Oh, right here.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. We have a motion by Commissioner Hall to award the bid for the 2012 Ford Escape. The winning bid amount was $6,500, and the winner's name is Bobby Gearhart. Did you second that?
I did.
Okay, seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor, say aye.
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 I'll make a motion to close the meeting.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall, seconded by Commissioner Herschel, to close the Commissioners' meeting at 9:12. All in favor, say aye.
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 Go to the
Yeah.
retirement board.
Good morning, Mr. Miller.
Good morning.
Morning, Mr.
Good
Miller.
morning.
I'll call this meeting to order at 9:13 a.m.
Okay,
Any public comment? No?
I'll
Okay.
make a motion to close public comment.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall, seconded by Commissioner Herschel, close public comment. All in favor, say aye.
Aye. Item 1, we're going to discuss the cost of living. I'll make a motion to not to have a cost of living increase for the county pension fund.
I will second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall to deny the cost of living increase under Act 63, seconded by Commissioner Herschel. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Number 2.
You gotta read the minutes back.
We got the minutes of the retirement board meeting.
Commissioner Arnold called the retirement board meeting to order at 9:13 a.m. Present were Commissioners Arnold, Hall, and Herschel, Treasurer Miller, Chief Clerk Hubbard. There were no public comments. Commissioner Hall makes a motion to close public comment, seconded by Commissioner Herschel. Motion by Commissioner Hall to deny the cost of living increase under Act 63, seconded by Commissioner Herschel. Motion carried. And a motion by Commissioner Arnold to read back the minutes of the retirement board meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes as so read.
I'll second that motion.
Motion by Commissioner Hall, second by Commissioner Herschel to approve the minutes of the October 14th, 2020 Retirement Board meeting. All in favor, say aye.
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 I'll make a motion to close the retirement board meeting.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall, second by Commissioner Herschel to close Retirement Board meeting at 9:14. All in favor, oh, I know, we already did that. Sorry. Thank you, Rebecca.
All right,
Thank you, Jason.
now go to the next one.
We're going to have a meeting now of the Susquehanna County Board of Elections. Call the meeting to order at 9:15. And do the Pledge of Allegiance again.
Yep.
Please stand. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Public comment. Yes, Stacy?
A quick note, it's a little hard to deliver public comment or ask a question when there's nothing in particular or even a discussion point noted on the agenda.
We can do it during the general discussion, it's
Okay.
not a big deal.
Edna?
I have a question. Is this the first election board meeting since February 22nd, 2020?
Yes,
Why?
I believe it is. Did we have one in the spring?
No,
We did not have one in the spring.
Didn't have anything to come
discuss?
before.
To vote on.
We had as far as I know, there was a change of a voting location in Jackson that took place for the election primary.
Right,
There have been changes to election procedure and law, et cetera, and I would think that they were so important, at least the changes to election law or the things coming out of Harrisburg, that meetings could or should have been held so that people, John Q. Public, would know what those changes are, even if they weren't set in stone, but at least we would have had a heads up. Now, I know, because I was there, that all of the people who work the polling stations were given training, we have information, but John Q. Public doesn't. And it would behoove the commissioners as the election board to at least, if nothing else, send out a directive to a newspaper. This is your information for this week. This is a travesty. This is the most important thing, if nothing else, that you do. And there should have been and should still be current, up-to-date information given to the public by this board. This is not the first time that this is going on. You had a travesty last year with minutes to meetings that never took place. And I'm going to use Trump's words, this is a disgrace.
Okay, thank you for your comments. Anything else?
so right now is the way we have things scheduled, and of course, everything will get announced in the paper. Right now, we have the pre-canvassing of the mail-in ballots will begin at 4 o'clock on Election Day. Pre-canvassing is just the opening of the envelopes. That will take place under the supervision of, and be open to the public. It'll take place in the EOC, and like I said, it'll get announced in the paper. Party chairs, of course, will be there. It's all on tape and on film and being recorded. We won't start counting ballots till 8 o'clock at night. Ballots will be counted starting at 8 p.m. We won't do any counting of ballots before that. Procedures we have set in place are the same as they were in the primary, with one little bit of caveat change. Station 2 now will be responsible if a ballot comes in an envelope that's not in the secret envelope. It immediately gets put into a separate envelope and sent back to the election director and doesn't get counted. They have to be in the secrecy envelopes in order to be counted. So that's the only change in that procedure. We do expect that we've had 5,300 ballots have been sent out, 4,597 were mail-ins. and that's the current number. Of course, there's still some time left on that. So we were planning on close to 10,000, but it looks like we're gonna be well under that, so I think we're gonna be in pretty good shape. So as far as getting everything counted and taken care of on election day. So that's all in place. And depending on the turnout, the courtroom will be open as before for the public to view by video the counting of the ballots, so that we can make sure we have enough space for everybody. Other than that, some things that we're not doing, you know, the Trump lawsuit got booted out on the out of the courts. So that is one of the issues they're still contending is the drop boxes. This county does not use drop boxes. We will not use drop boxes. Drop boxes are not secure. There's already reports of drop boxes in other states being stolen and people breaking into them. So you either mail it or you bring it in. They're mail-in ballots, not drop box ballots. So we'll stay with that procedure. We'll stay as close to the Act 77 original rules that were published, which we are. The only thing that varies from that right now, of course, is the mail-in ballots and the timing of everything that comes in. So,
If I could interject real quick, if you drop your mail-in ballot off at the courthouse, you must bring your own. There is a form to fill out if you have a family member that has a disability,
they have to have a disability with American Disabilities.
Otherwise, they have to bring it into the courthouse or drop it off.
And that form's always been there. That form was there even with the emergency ballots and with the absentee ballots. You know, if a person's disabled and can't get out of their house, a caregiver or somebody that family member has the ability to take them a form to have them sign it and take care of it. Yes?
Could you explain what would disqualify a ballot?
A ballot?
A mail-in.
A mail-in? Well, first of all, if they didn't vote on it. Second of all, if it came in and it wasn't in the secrecy envelope. Third of all, if it came in and the signature was off, and through an investigation, we felt that the ballot shouldn't be counted.
Okay, thank you.
I want to say, during training, Macy made a very good presentation, and it's very clear in what we have as responsibilities. And we appreciate that very much. Because when we go into the voting scenario, we need to have information that we can count on. That is why I take objection to the fact that this board did not at least back her up by allowing the public to hear what you people have decided and put into motion. And that's why it's critical that you do so.
Understand, that's part of the reason why we're having the meeting today. And the discussion as to when we should have been discussing it, I mean, that's always open to discussion. But until, in my point of view, and there's already been too much bad information going out to put out more bad information that changes. I mean, we've still got people calling today saying, where's the amendments on the back of the ballot? And there are no amendments on the back of the ballot. But somebody said someplace that there's amendments, so now there's rumors there's amendments on the ballots and they're missing and there's a problem. And they're not. These ballots are certified out of the state, there's no amendments on them.
That was because the Harrisburg did not clarify that they were not on the ballots. And
Right.
people didn't take the time to read them.
Right.
But they were posted in the paper.
Right.
And if there were an election board meeting at a timely manner, not today, but prior, that information would have been available to the public. And not everybody listens or watches the videos of the meetings, but they do talk to each other. And they would have had that information.
Right. Okay, I got nothing else.
All right.
I want to give you a pat on the back. Through my political affiliations, we have meetings with different counties throughout the state. And there's been a lot of concern about how the mail-in ballots were counted. And I got to tell you that I've used you guys as an example through statewide. I mean, you take a picture in the Scranton Times of the Lackawanna County, there's 5 people around the table trying to count 30,000 mail-in ballots. So, you know, you guys had a great system. I mean, you invited both Don and I to sit there and observe it. It was a great system. You're a role model for the state as far as opening those ballots and counting those mail-in ballots.
Thank you, Rick.
Thank you, Rick.
Appreciate it.
Anything else?
Anything else?
Okay, Rebecca, can you read the minutes back?
Commissioner Arnold called the election board meeting to order at 9:15 in the Commissioners' meeting room. Pledge of allegiance. Present were Commissioners Arnold, Hall, and Herschel. Public comments were made that the pre-canvassing will begin at 4 p.m. on Election Day. The EOC will be open to the public. Party chairs and video will be running. The counting of the ballots will begin at 8 p.m. The procedures that will be in place are the same, except Station 2 will now separate the ballots that do not have secrecy envelopes included. Currently, we have processed 5,300 ballots. 4,597 of them were mail-ins, so we're in pretty good shape. The courtroom will be open to the public to view video of the counting of the ballots. Currently, this county is not planning or will not use drop boxes. You will mail it or bring it back in. We will stay as close to the published Act 77 rules as we can. Commissioner Herschel adds that everyone needs to drop off their own ballot unless a person is disabled, in which case they can fill out a form to have someone else return it for them. A question is asked, what disqualifies a ballot? The answer is that it is not voted. There is no secrecy envelope, or if an investigation needs to be done to see if a ballot should be counted. A thank you is made to Macy for her wonderful training sessions. Very good information. A poll worker duties were well stated. And Mr. Aney states that Susquehanna County was a very good example of how to count the mail-in ballots and a role model for the state.
Motion to approve the minutes is read.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Hall, second by Commissioner Herschel to approve the minutes of the October 14th, 2020 Election Board meeting. All in favor, say aye.
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 Okay, motion to close the meeting.
A motion by Commissioner Hall,
Yep.
seconded by Commissioner Herschel to
Yep.
close the Election Board meeting at 9:26. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, everybody, for coming.
Be well. Thank you.